They once worked together a long time ago. They're not friends now. They don't like each other. And yeah, 50 has taken every shot, especially when Diddy has been.
Did Phil explain why he's speaking out now?
He said he's speaking out because he believes Diddy's a predator. He wants accountability, and he doesn't want someone like this to run unchecked.
They once worked side by side, but that bond is long gone. There is no respect left, only anger. 50 Cent has openly attacked Diddy and says he stayed quiet for years while serious behavior went unchecked. He wants answers and responsibility. A secret video, never meant to be released, suddenly leaked online on December 1st, 2025, shocking everyone involved.
Out in front of this and tried to persuade Netflix not to come forward with it. I think it's an interesting argument because what they're claiming is, Curtis Jackson, aka 50 Cent, has had a long-standing, animosity against Diddy and sort of vice versa. And because he's at the helm, they're arguing this can't be taken seriously. This should sort of be seen as propaganda. And one of the things that Netflix hit back with was, yes, he's the executive producer. He doesn't necessarily have creative control. And that's something we...
This marks the moment a once dominant figure in hip-hop lost control and faced his collapse from behind bars. He didn't just lose freedom, he lost his story. This isn't normal entertainment. It's a brutal public takedown led by his longtime enemy.
He put his hands on females, put his hands on producers, executives. That's just his. I guess that's what the whole name Bad Boy comes from. That people don't really understand. What is it? What is a bad boy? Why did he choose that name? He never really gave a clear definition of how he feels about
50 Cent, whose real name is Curtis Jackson, was listed as an executive producer. But Netflix said he had no creative control. Just before the premiere, Diddy's lawyers sent a cease and desist letter, claiming the project used stolen and private recordings. Those videos show Diddy in the days before his September 2024 arrest, stressed, angry, and desperate for loyalty as people pulled away. Ironically, the cameras he hired himself captured his breakdown. His need to control his image ended up destroying it.
The feelings that I have about the documentary, it was just old news, and they took a couple of with the footage from Puff from the days that's leading up him to get arrested, the incidents with the people from the courts, the two people from the courts. So it was nothing new.
One video went viral, showing Diddy smiling for fans in Harlem, then quickly recoiling and asking for hand sanitizer, treating people like they were beneath him. The contrast between his public charm and private disgust was shocking. Lawyers tried to block it, citing privacy, but the damage was done. His carefully controlled image completely fell apart on camera.
In the unit that was one floor above mine, so in terms of the setting, it's a fairly decent chance that the room I'm describing is similar to where Diddy is. Yeah.
The team confirmed the videos were legally obtained, sources were safe, and Diddy filmed himself.
Filming himself. Flight where Diddy said to her, he testified that he showed her a video of a freak-off that she participated in and said, if you don't participate in another freak-off when we get to New York, I'm gonna put this video out. I'm gonna send it to your mother.
And that's coercion.
She testified
if it's true.
to that.
If the jury
believed her, that's coercion. They would have cast.
Diddy had spent years recording himself, unintentionally building a detailed record of his own struggles. He wanted the public to see behind the curtain, but now the world finally got that access. When Netflix contacted his team for comments, they stayed quiet until the premiere, and by then it was too late. His lawyers scrambled to defend him, but the story had already changed. People began focusing less on whether he was guilty and more on what he had hidden. Close friends said the footage confirmed what they already suspected. Netflix used only a few key moments from those tense pre-arrest days, combining them with court documents and witness statements. The real shock came from Michael Oberle, the filmmaker Diddy had hired for a comeback project. Oberle revealed that someone inside Diddy's circle had protected his footage temporarily, but in just 3 days it was stolen, whether for revenge, profit, or both.
Look at how many people he affected negatively. That was his trade-off to gain what he had. His former bodyguard, Gene Deal, said he seen him doing a ritual where they dub. What is that? And I feel like it's being overlooked because they see him doing the dance moves with the baggy clothes. Some of the ladies in his videos were trans.
Oberly called it a betrayal, while the internet saw it as karma. 50 Cent didn't just make the documentary, he turned it into a weapon. He promoted it on Good Morning America, knowing Diddy would see it in prison, and by December 8th he was mocking him online with memes.
And so what I want to say to Justin Bieber and to everybody that's following the situation is that Justin Bieber is a victim. I was horrified when I saw this, not because of the idea that Justin Bieber would be engaged in these sorts of things at these parties, but because I understood that this was a kid who was intentionally targeted by
50 Cent turned every move into a strategic attack, using pettiness as a tool for psychological pressure. He didn't just expose Diddy behind the music, he stripped him of control in real time. Diddy couldn't hide, silence anyone, or spin the story. The cameras he once trusted to shape his image instead recorded his unraveling, moment by moment. One clip became the turning point. Diddy allegedly threatened someone close after showing a private video saying, "If you don't do it again in New York, I'm putting this out." That single moment captured on his own crew's cameras ended the debate. The story was no longer just about a fallen mogul. It was about the consequences of power, ego, and secrecy catching up. The documentary didn't just retell old claims, it backed them with evidence, showing incidents from exclusive A-list parties, repeated police complaints, and allegations spanning decades, including coercion and assault. It left nothing to imagination.
So the judge, again, seemed to be taking that matter pretty seriously and just pretty much said that, everyone, the judge, the attorneys, the witnesses' attorneys, the accusers' attorneys, they all have to adhere to these professional rules. They all have to adhere to this professional conduct. And if this continues and if more things are said that get onto
the allegations against Diddy revealed a disturbing pattern. Multiple events suggested grooming, captured on camera just days before his arrest. Diddy reportedly told his lawyers, "We're losing," and snapped back when reassured. His mother, 85-year-old Janice Combs, spoke out on December 6th, denying Netflix's claims and portraying herself as a hardworking single mom. Yet old interviews showed her joking about disciplining Diddy, contrasting sharply with her loving mom image. Former Bad Boy executive Kirk Burrows claimed he saw Diddy hit Janice in 1991 after a tragic stampede. Janice denied it, calling him a liar, but many questioned why someone would invent such detailed stories unless they were true.
Collect everybody's phone. So now it's just your word against a billionaire. You're gonna lose. Read this right from
Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, revealed unsettling details about his time working for the rapper. He said he witnessed Diddy performing strange ritual dances surrounded by mysterious symbols, hidden behind flashy moves and baggy clothes. Some women in his videos, he suggested, weren't who fans thought. The documentary also highlighted current accounts. Roger Bonds, Diddy's former head of security, tearfully spoke of sleepless nights and lasting trauma, saying many were complicit. Quinel Q. Mosley described waking confused in Diddy's twins' bedroom with cameras running. Even Usher, who lived with Diddy at 13, recalled strange late-night events on Howard Stern, showing a side of Diddy fans rarely saw.
The book Porter allegedly recounts discovering and making copies of the tapes that Diddy made of himself having with young boys that he was managing, including an alleged tape involving an 18-year-old pop star.
Old parties revealed a darker side. Usher's joking warnings now seem serious, showing Diddy's control over young artists. What looked like guidance was actually manipulation, turning influence into power and opportunity into something dangerous.
Specifically challenges allegations suggesting that Mr. Combs and his involvement in the 2018 of his former partner Kim Porter, whose passing was officially attributed to natural causes by the Los Angeles County.
Even as famous people began to react, the split in opinions grew wider. Ja Rule accused 50 Cent of being a dry snitch, while Marlon Wayans warned about karma, only to be mocked after 50 shared old clips of him attending Diddy's parties. Joe Budden took a stronger position, saying the documentary did more than expose Diddy's alleged actions. He said it revealed an entire system that protected him for years. Record labels, lawyers, and artists all played a role, because the money kept flowing and no one wanted to interrupt it. By the middle of December, the fallout was everywhere. Diddy's legal team kept threatening lawsuits, But the public no longer cared. The public relations battle was already lost. The Reckoning climbed to #1 on Netflix in both the United States and the United Kingdom. Civil lawsuits increased, and Los Angeles County opened another investigation. Inside a New Jersey prison, Diddy reportedly sat watching a small television, forced to see his own downfall unfold. Many believe this was 50 Cent's ultimate revenge, making his rival witness the collapse step by step. While people focused on leaked videos, legal calls, and viral moments, something more dangerous was overlooked. Insiders claimed there was still one unseen recording that terrified Diddy's team. According to people close to the production, hidden in hours of footage was a private conversation that could change everything. This recording did not just involve Diddy. It allegedly pulled in another powerful figure, someone whose exposure could shake the entire industry. The real question became who was willing to pay to keep that tape buried forever. The moment the documentary dropped, everything shifted. Not just for Diddy, but for everyone connected to him. Empires built on silence only survive when people stay quiet. That silence was gone. The leaks gave courage to those who had been afraid to speak. Rumors turned into lawsuits. Whispers became public interviews. Former protégés began telling their stories, shaking but determined. It became clear this was not just one man falling. It was a whole system being exposed. Even the legal world felt the pressure. Judges and attorneys started demanding professionalism, as chaos spilled from headlines into courtrooms. But the deepest cracks appeared within the family. Janice Combs, Diddy's mother, strongly denied the documentary's claims. She described herself as a hardworking single parent who did everything for her son. However, her own past words told a different story. In an old interview, she laughed while saying she gave Diddy a lot of beatings. The contrast between that clip and her current image shocked many viewers. Former Bad Boy executive Kirk Burrows added more questions. He claimed he saw Diddy hit his mother in a hotel room in 1991, after a tragic college event where 9 people died. Janice denied this and accused him of lying for money. Still, people wondered why anyone would invent such a specific and damaging story without reason. Diddy's childhood friend Tim Patterson described the Combs household as chaotic. He said it felt like a movie that never stopped. There were parties, hustlers, and constant disorder. A young Diddy watched it all and learned how power worked. Years later, his famous white party seemed like a grown-up version of that same environment, just with more money and fame. Those parties became legendary, not for glamour, but for darkness. Neighbors called police repeatedly, reporting confused guests wandering outside at dawn. Inside stories were worse. A lawsuit claimed a 16-year-old was cornered at the first white party in 1998. Another accuser said she was groomed and drugged at multiple events. These were not isolated claims. They followed a pattern. As more details surfaced, people began distancing themselves. Usher, who lived with Diddy at 13, once laughed off strange memories during an interview. Now his silence spoke volumes. Justin Bieber quietly unfollowed Usher online. A small action that said a lot. Cassie's 2023 lawsuit opened the floodgates. Once she spoke, others felt safe to follow. Former Day 26 member Quinnell Q. Mosley broke down in interviews, describing terrifying experiences and lasting trauma. His pain became a symbol of what many endured quietly. The documentary gave those voices a platform and forced the public to ask not just what happened, but who helped it happen. Money and power played a major role. Lawsuits piled up. Former employees and insiders demanded accountability. Quiet settlements turned into open legal battles. Insiders said this was no longer just about justice but revenge. Everyone was scrambling to protect themselves. The most unsettling part remained the unseen footage. Diddy filmed himself for decades. Insiders believe many powerful people appear in those recordings. The fear is not whether the tapes exist, but what will happen when they surface. Former security head Roger Bond said through tears that many people were guilty, not just Diddy. The documentary may have ended, but the reckoning has not. This story is bigger than one man. It is about an industry built on silence and control. With power fading, secrets are coming out. The only question left is who will fall next.